I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, consider for approval minutes in the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda as presented.
I'll second it.
Motion by Derby, second by Jensel to approve minutes and agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Drainage today, Chris.
I saw a Holland contracting truck, drainage guys driving by, seeing if he's combined it yet for James.
Oh, really?
Anderson. They had nothing better to do than to drive it.
Keeping up on it?
Yeah,
Well, that's good though.
yeah.
Hopefully one of these days.
It's actually getting down to just a puddle of water like this. So it's gonna be probably workable.
We'll see.
Nothing else? I was just looking to see if there was anything that I had made notes on. Oh, the one that we talked about last week, Scott was going to be checking on, so we'll ask him about it. That one in the road ditch.
Oh, yep. All right.
That was easy.
Sounds good. Guys, have a good day.
Thank
too.
you. I'll never remember.
7530, is it?
Yep.
Hey, Scott, we're ready for you. Thank you. Sure looks different as you drive around the county. See all those new black roads and striping and
I don't think have they striped by rake yet? I don't think they have.
I can't remember now.
I didn't pay attention when I turned at that intersection this morning.
I think the one over towards my place got done right away by that company. The rest were gonna wait till they were all done, I think.
They still haven't touched up the railroad tracks yet. As of a couple days ago anyway. Maybe they got it done now, but railroad track and the approaches to some of the other roads.
Do you have the utility permit for WCTA, or is that that's all
Scott.
Scott's too?
We could maybe do open forum, I suppose.
Anything that you want to push through, Carla?
All I have is manure management.
Oh, well, we'll take that. Whoa, we got a whole encyclopedia there.
Yeah, it's in yours too. Boy, that's a lot of papers. Some busy boys. Can't quite read it.
Monroe.
Oh, was that? Was it? So it's on their own.
Governor Reynolds announced Kelly Garcia to step down as HHS director yesterday.
Really?
She already appointed somebody whose name is Larry Johnson.
Vinci.
Yeah, really. He could probably do as good a job.
Just had early childhood meeting and just discussed that she wasn't gonna be around for long. And then basically the same day found out.
She shouldn't have been around at all.
You should read the glowing letter of saying goodbye from the governor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like pulling the pin on a grenade and running.
I wonder who the heck, well, obviously they got Larry Johnson to come into the middle of that mess. Man, how would you find someone who wanted to come into that?
Pay him all sorts of money.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Got lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, what's going on?
Okay. I'll give you an update on the paving jobs. The mainline paving finished yesterday. So they finished on some of the on 30th Avenue and then from Osmus back into town to the railroad tracks by Landis. And so what remains for asphalt paving is a couple of intersection tie-ins and driveway blending.
Yeah, they haven't done the final touches at the railroad
The
tracks
railroad
either.
tracks is the other main one.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they'll do is they'll bring in a smaller crew, smaller paver.
More of a specialized.
A specialized crew that does smaller work. And the reason the railroad tracks got saved for last, as we've talked about before, is the railroad has a lot of requirements, both scheduling and to have flaggers there, and it's expensive. So they need to bring in a mill and a paver all in the same day and do one lane at a time, all in the same day with railroad flaggers on site. So that takes some pretty specific coordination. So I suppose that day, if it works, they'll get those other two intersections and however many, there are a few intersections in the driveways at that time. I don't have a schedule on that yet. And they're supposed to be shouldering here soon also out at Osmus, Hewlin Brothers is. And I don't have a schedule on that. We need to get that done soon. I mean, we got traffic going in and out of Osmus and drop-offs on the edge of the roads and the driveways, and we've told them that we need to get temporary ramps built, and hopefully I get an answer on that soon.
Mm-hmm.
Our guys are doing the shouldering in the rake area today, and we should be able to wrap that up today. We got painting and rumble strip panel to do yet as well. I think we'll wait with the painting until we get the microsurfacing done here in the next couple weeks maybe. Questions on that?
The microsurfacing is just over on towards Winnebago Church.
Right, from there going east 2 miles.
So then that'll all get striped at the same time, all the stuff that's not striped then.
Right,
Okay.
so all the paving from Buffalo to Rake, around Rake, all the way up to Osmus, and then this little microsurfacing job. And then, as far as the sale of our properties go, I don't really have too much of an update, but I wanted to let you know that we're in the closing process and abstracts have been ordered, and it's a waiting game here until the final, until we complete the closing, I guess.
So Central States holds the earnest money
Hold
or,
the earnest money, they're working with Jeremy Gray at Newman,
Mhm.
Thompson Gray, and this at the end, they'll dole out checks. We'll get the big one. Of course, if you've been by, you've seen progress on our salt shed. We got the roof on yesterday, and they've been working on the planking on the interior side. Well, they got siding on the east side. They got siding on the west side yet? They just kind of pick and choose the job based on how much help they got that day. So it's been moving along pretty good. They've been good to work with.
Mhm.
Shop, you're thinking about getting basically moved in.
Yeah, we just had a couple things left to do, like run the used oil line, used oil barrel, and then get a two-way radio put in. So hoping by the end of the week, start moving snow equipment out there, and then those guys starting mornings out there from next week on, hopefully.
Mhm.
So here we are.
Ended up being good timing, really. I mean, however you made that work, you know, that it, that you'll be in there before the snow flies, and
Yeah.
that's good.
Get the asphalt in the salt shed and get some material put in there for the snow flies. Be
Mhm.
sitting good.
So will you have a gravel pile there then too?
Yeah,
Yeah. Does that go between the shed and the salt shed, or where do you put that at?
it'll go just to the west of the salt shed. There's a pretty
Oh, there
decent
is?
sized pad up there.
Yeah, if you haven't been on the yard and
You
driven
could
all
just
the way to
drive
the
in.
back, there's a lot of space back there,
Okay.
more than it looks from the road, I think. But we could probably have 10,000-15,000 ton there if we needed to.
That's where the dirt's been piled, hasn't it, or some of it?
Some of it, I mean, if you go up there, the wood and stuff for the salt shed's kind of sitting there too, in their pickup, and it's quite a bit of room.
Got a little grass growing.
Yeah. It's a pain in the butt.
Grass is growing up the osmus really, really nicely. I mean, that's fast. I don't know what day did they see? A week ago or something.
Oh, really?
Must have used that magic stuff that they can grow on a hanging piece of board in that one commercial. They spray it on there.
Every job I've ever seen where they use blown straw has grown really fast. I really like that. They kind of, knife it in. It kind of helps with erosion, and it just seems to hold the moisture really well without caking on the surface,
Mhm.
And, just think it looks good.
Well, I see the tree disappeared, so thank you guys and
Yeah,
whoever did it.
a couple Buffalo guys worked on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple, we had started the bridge project over there by Buffalo, so we tore that out yesterday. So that'll be, it'll be a bigger bridge project, we have to do a dig around on it with the amount of water, so getting the bridge lumber cleaned up today, and then we'll start doing the dig around and try to get a time.
Where's that at?
60th and 410. Just south of Lawrence Park.
Mhm.
So once we get the dig around done, then we'll have more of an idea on time frame between the crane and the box getting delivered.
How big is it?
14 by 12.
Wow.
Yeah, tried to be patient about the water level going down, but in a year like this, I don't think it ever gets where you can pump it. 14 by 12 is the size that it needs to be to get all the water through it. So,
Well, things are lower now, at least.
yeah,
Yeah, try to let everything de-water a little bit, not the water. The one that we did up by Ryerson's, the ground was still pretty saturated there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little
if you look around, it looks like it's dry because everybody's yards are turning brown and stuff, but things are still full.
Yeah, and only like just some of those all-year ponds that we had, some of those are just finally starting to go down.
Exactly.
Out by Kelly's there,
Mhm.
finally, you can kind of see the ground, all the dead grass.
You know it's dry when the stuff between Rake and Buffalo finally gets where you
Yeah,
can see
that
the
one
dirt
too,
again.
That's another one that was holding water
Yeah.
all year.
Yeah.
Do they just not have any place for that to go? That one?
Yeah, and that and DD 21, the main is overwhelmed. There's a lot going into it.
Mm. All right, what else do you have for us, Scott?
I think that's all just the general.
Okay, then we're gonna go to number 4, consider for approval utility permit for WCTA to Bury Fiber Optic.
Yeah, this is just a service to a new house, north side of Buffalo. So just north of Buffalo Center there.
So will that service that whole area at some point? I mean, right now it's only going to one house, but, I mean,
I don't know their full network of cable. We seem to have trouble getting them to, and I don't know, the full details of fiber optic, but trouble getting them to like combine lines over time. And it ends up being some redundancies and some services, and pretty soon there's 3 lines in the ditch, and we haven't really got anywhere trying to get them
Trying to get 'em
combined
to-
or when they do
is it more
upgrades.
expensive for him to do it all right at the beginning? That's why then.
I mean, seems like in recent years they've been doing some more redundancy, so they'll just put one line from here to there. It doesn't have any services on it.
I was noticing when you sent this as an email, they show it going out into here. The house is actually here now. So they must be gonna go all the way, which would just be on private ground, I guess, so it wouldn't affect you guys none, but that's not the end destination for it anymore now. He was gonna build the house there. They did some
Oh, 'cause
dirt work. And
It's more here.
the house?
Yeah.
No, it's up in
Oh,
here.
it is up there. Okay, so the yellow line is maybe.
It needs to go over there, but they really doesn't matter, I
Outside
guess.
of the right of way, they can
Do whatever they want. Yeah.
All right. Is that all in that?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you make a motion to approve it?
I'll make a motion. Terry's looking at me like he's waiting for me to make the motion. He's chomping at the bit to do the second, I guess. I'll make a motion to approve the utility permit for WCTA to Bury Fiber Optic on 440th.
I'll second the motion.
A motion by Jensvold, seconded by Derby to approve the utility permit for WCTA. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Number 5, discussion with possible action regarding a tile crossing permit to Brian Miller between Mount Valley Township, section 26 and 27. Wanna fill everybody in on that one?
Yep. This is a permit for a tile crossing that would typically be approved administratively, and I gave them administrative approval to proceed yesterday. However, the estimate for the project exceeds the administrative limit of half of 5,000, so 2,500. Their estimate was 6,850. So, in order for us to pay half of this amount, we would need board approval. They did the crossing yesterday. It was a 12-inch crossing, and got the road put back together and everything all yesterday, and so the work's complete.
Is this a private tile or?
Private tile.
It is.
The south end of the farm is a drainage district tile, and then it just continues on up.
So for us to pay half of it would be another additional $1,300 over normal,
Okay, make me do
Just-
mental math.
doing mental math.
And we've always,
3425, which is 925 more than
Over.
25.
it's,
Bit
all,
of a, when these issues come up, it's always the choice, right? It's either the county will do the crossing when we have the availability to do it, or they complete it on their schedule, with, in accordance with the permit. And he had Elgison's there already doing the tile work, what would have been on both sides anyway. So he wasn't willing to wait until us to do it, which would probably be springtime at the earliest. Our workload this fall.
Any discussion, gentlemen?
Any idea what it would have cost us to do it?
I don't have that.
So I think it was kind of interesting on why it needs to be fixed. It was like hand-placed tile from 1900 or
You
some,
heard the story from Ryan.
I did.
I'd say that the real answer is they're looking to put in some pattern tiling on the upstream side of the road. And so the tile was only about 2 feet deep at Ross's driveway there where it ends up. They wanted some extra depth.
And it is all private.
All right.
which, seems odd that we pay for private tile crossings in a sense, but,
That was the rules we made.
no, I know, but it's still,
So they asked for, the approval to move forward, and I said, at this point I can approve the 2,500, but without the board. And so they kind of knew that going into it, so I think it's however you want to land with it.
I think it's interesting that hand-placed tile went around a giant rock. Is that what you heard too?
That's like,
It's like, so you're placing tile around a rock. So how would they effectively not go around the rock again? Just beside it?
probably
What would they
equipment big
do?
enough there now to dig it out.
yeah, the new lines, they jumped it over from the old.
Just moved it?
When they're out there with the Norwegian backhoes, those rocks are a lot bigger.
Well, have you set a precedent before, gentlemen?
This is the first request we've had for anything more than 5,000. We haven't had a ton of these.
I think the ones we put in before were smaller, weren't they? Like at Thorson's and.
One for Anderson's, but nothing found for the Simpsons.
One that Iowa Drainage did on that dead end road that was small, maybe 6 or 8 inch.
And the reason for the extra cost is just the size of the tile or just inflation?
More of a cut in the road, probably.
They had to take it down 3 or 4 feet so their excavator could reach down deep enough to get it through there.
Mhm.
How much farther are they lowering
We
it?
don't have a detailed estimate or line item bill. What was that?
It just, how much deeper? 2 feet? What are they trying to do? How much deeper?
It might be 4 foot deeper.
I guess it doesn't come up that often. I guess I'd be willing to pay the extra $900, but you guys have a discussion.
I guess I thought it was reasonable.
And by the time you mobilize all the equipment of your own and stuff, he's already there.
They did, they put the rock surface back on and they hauled a couple of truckloads of rock to it.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah, I mean,
don't have a lot of reasons to estimate this work, so I don't have a lot to.
So in the future when it settles. That's just something you guys have to deal with, yeah.
You keep an eye on it and make sure they do it right, I guess. I'm sure they will, but
Those crossings by Rasmussen's, how did we handle those last fall?
They paid for it.
Isn't there a reason we have a limit though? Like,
I mean,
Permit says,
that's the price of the convenience that they wanted it done now. My opinion.
says any amount over 2,500 must be approved by the board prior to the issuance of the permit.
a little bit of fudge.
A bit of impatience, I think, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with Ethan. It's the reason they didn't wanna wait to possibly for us to keep it under that limit was they wanted to do it now, so it's,
But we don't really know if we've been able to keep it under that.
we did it ourselves.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't have a,
But the cost of them would have been zero. If we do it, we don't charge for it. But, you know, we have, the workload we have is pretty
Yeah.
overwhelming right now.
tell me about it. I've been waiting on contractors, so it's not fun when you've got things to
You know, I mean,
try to
we could-
accomplish.
We could about fill the rest of the year with about 4 of those projects.
I'm sure.
And not get to our 100 other work orders.
Which kind of proves my point a little bit, but, so I'd be for paying the additional less than $1,000 on it.
That'd be your motion if you're.
That would be my motion.
I'll second it.
All right, motion by Smith and seconded by Derby. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed.
nay.
Ask for nays.
Oh, I think we heard that loud and clear.
I don't know, the limit's a limit. Convenience is convenience.
I'll let you date it. Thank you.
And, guess it's their estimate, so we get the bill. I'll check it too.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we have a minute before 9:30. Looks like everybody's here. 9:30 a.m. discussion with possible action regarding boilers and generator for public health.
Well,
Well,
the concern with the boiler downstairs isn't that it's not working right now. It would be similar to, the door closers on the elevator where they come from, the Bronx in New York, and they take 6 weeks to get, so it'd be parts. So even since Kevin was here, we've been kind of getting the briefing that this thing is getting to the end of the service life, expected service life. And now that the last 2 years, I've been kind of briefed on that again, and they say the same thing, although it is working, it's functioning. I'm just thinking of the situation, you know, if we come December, January, February, and it goes down, there's not a backup situation that's gonna supply the building fee. So, being that we're at the end of the life, I think we should definitely look at this plan that we've got. I had Larson's come, they can't install a redundant system, 2 of them, without, we'd have to probably overhaul the piping the way it is. There's just not enough room the way we currently have. So they just said, let's just put 1 boiler in like you got now in there. And it was half, it ends up being about half the prices of what they quoted us for the two. So I got that here. I think we should strongly consider just replacing it and being done with it, rather than take the chance of, you know, in the middle of winter, it just doesn't, I come in one morning and it's 60 degrees in here, going down to 50, down to 40, and we don't got heat on that side, on the new side. So this would be completely on the new side. So it's been in there since the day this door's open here, which is probably what, 2001, 2002. It's going on 22 to 24 years.
Did you have an estimate?
I do.
And our budget, we had put some money in it.
Yeah, we did.
Do.
Was it?
I mean,
I rem-
review everything, but
Yeah, I think we plan on something, I just can't remember how far we went with it.
I'd have to review it. I don't
Review it.
know off the top of my head.
I feel like it was 50.
there's just the top page only. Second page is for like those units that are those wall units. So we're talking $6,000 of labor and installation. I don't see a better deal.
What's the total to replace them for?
We'll replace the boilers, 34,000.
You're replacing
this-
2 boilers with 1, is that it?
That's just one boiler, one in the basement. For those, the new part. That supplies the new part.
Yeah,
This one out here in the boiler room supplies
well,
the old part.
maybe I misunderstood you, but when you were talking earlier, you said something about 2 boilers. You're gonna replace 2 with 1 or
Well,
something?
we've talked about it before, but every time at the budget time, I say, I bring it up and I bring those quotes we got in 21. And I I reiterate what the service technicians are telling me, that it's getting toward the end of its lifestyle, or its design. Service, yeah, it's end of its service, and we should start thinking about replacing it. And I've heard that since before.
So we did. We put some money somewhere. I thought it was 50 grand, if I'm remembering correctly. That was supposed to be some backup insurance
Well, that was,
type money.
yeah, that was to start us on the plan for. say,
Well, I remember the
The new one has one boiler and the old one has one boiler?
Yes, there's no redundancy on either one, but if it's new and it works. If it's new and it breaks down, at least it's there. It would require parts that they would get. that
So
are
you can
25
still
years
get
old.
parts though for this old boiler? Or you can't even get parts for it?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
So once it broke down, the clock would start ticking and then we don't find out.
No, I mean, if you were gonna keep the old boiler, you would for sure, before you made that decision, you wanna make sure that parts are available. And that would only take a couple of phone calls. But, if they are available, and it's, now also, from what I remember, the quote in 21 was much higher than what this quote was.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking it was like 60-some thousand or
It was
something, but,
close to 70.
all right.
That was for the two boilers,
Both
two
units.
redundant boilers.
All
The
the
two
plumbing
pumps,
involved.
This one works for, 160 hours, and then the computer clicks it off, clicks this one on, runs for 160 hours, and then they just go back and forth. Well, then you have a redundancy, if this one actually just, it's done for the rest of the season, we gotta do something, blah, blah, blah. We don't freeze the building out. Because this one, we just turn everything over to A or B or whichever one it is. This one now is running.
Does that mean you put two boilers in each location, or they are able to help each other from where they are at?
No, they're not able to help each other from where they're at, because that boiler on that building out there that we parked in front of,
Yeah.
that's for this building only here.
So how to get the redundancy
Within that space
within just
for
that?
one area.
Yeah, so redundancy there would be two boilers there. You never know without boilers.
So you have two where there's now one.
Yeah.
It'd be like our church where it was just one big single boiler years ago, and then they put in 3 different boilers. Of course, they all died long before they were supposed to. It might have been some to do with workmanship, but
I guess I want to avoid the scenario, and like I said earlier, come January this year, next year, I walk in the building, it's cold here. It's like, okay, now what? Start phone calls, start the process. I mean, we should think about it now.
The one old part is the same age as the other one, or?
That one's older. But it's a lot of the parts are external. And so they can be modified and changed. So, I mean, as far as we're concerned with that boiler, I've had one guy said, just keep changing the parts on it. If he's wrong, you're wrong, but
So I know we're not really talking about it, but the second page is the one that you brought up last week, Carla, about the condensation on the coils and
Yeah.
those units. So how many of those units would we replace of these? I mean, how many are there? A lot?
most of them are working. Some of the things that, like the condensation trays, that, like the parts aren't necessarily available anymore for anything. So like the one at Carl's office, modify.
He made some pieces for it, but it's not ideal.
It's
The
not
one
even-
that's above your head or the one that's right next
The
to
one
you?
that's right next to Lori
Mm.
is got a,
It seems to work for about 5 years because I did it 5 years ago.
Okay.
I mean,
You got 5 years out of it, huh? Well, I guess we're really not talking about that, but I see that you've got that on there.
So this would be budgeted under fixed plant equipment repairs?
yeah.
we have $65,000 in there. And that's,
And there's 60 left. As of August.
yeah,
And this, just for everybody's information, is 33,640, of which 4,000 of it is labor, 27,000 is materials.
And sometimes the new ones can break down. They have all kinds of issues with new things that are computerized especially.
It's a valid point. It's a valid point. I mean, I'm not saying it's glitching and it won't start, you know, I take it 3 times to get it going. I'm just saying, I've been told by service techs that we are getting toward the end of its design service life. So we gotta make a decision.
What type of controls does this one have? Are they electronic?
Yeah. So it'd be 2001 technology, 2099, 2001 technology. And I mean, I can,
So it's not like we're changing much as far as technology.
we'd be more efficient, for sure.
Okay.
100% more, not 100% more efficient, but the one tech gave me the service, the operation hours for the amount of heat it's producing. And I could get those numbers for you, but it was much more inefficient than a new one is gonna be for those same hours. So, and I mean, I could get some more, I could ask some more questions about the actual.
No, the cost savings would be, I mean, if it's gonna save 5,000 a year, it'll pay for itself in 6 years, so 6, 7 years.
It'll pay for itself quickly.
Yeah, I mean, but if it's only gonna save 200-300 a year, then it isn't as.
The one tag did give me, it was so many hours of burning for what it produced in an efficiency type
So you'd need some estimates on the electrical part of it and the controls part of it, because it says here that the power and control wiring is not included
Right.
and need to be done by others, so, but, I mean, the power's already there.
Power's there, I would assume it's.
Control, what,
You gotta
what-
have that in there.
Control wiring,
would you replace control wiring, or, I don't think,
Just, they don't like to hook it out. They want a certified electrician, because like Arvin, you'll have Arvin.
that's probably gonna be minimum.
It's not gonna be huge.
It's existing now, so.
Yeah, unless he's gotta adapt something, which isn't gonna be crazy. I wouldn't think,
okay. Did you find that, you found all the information there and it's under his budget?
And if you guys have questions, I mean, these guys would probably come up here and set a meeting next week and answer questions. Boiler questions, other option questions, I don't know.
I don't know about that, you know, it's kind of what we pay you for, Kevin.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
So
I mean,
just-
it's, I like to
figure
know
that
these
out.
things, but I'm
Yeah.
also, you know how many times my 33-year-old semi is driven by new ones that were going to get put on the tow hook? You know, I mean, I'm take good care of it and keep it going type of guy, and sometimes it seems like even these boilers I know a lot of boilers that have lived well past their life expectancy. It's, now, the part that really interests me is how much their projected savings per year would be. So to see how quickly the new one would pay for itself.
And that's gonna be hard to tell if the fluctuation in price of natural gas or something like that could throw it off too.
Well, yeah, get natural gas were to go way up, which I don't think that's gonna happen, but, then yeah, that could change it, but you can also, there's ways of, just figuring it on the use of gallons.
Yeah.
And,
Well, how do we, and how do we know that the old one wouldn't carry on for 10 more years? The question is, I know.
well, I know, yeah, it's,
I can't answer the question.
it could go for
It could
20
maybe
more
not
years.
Start up this fall.
Yeah, or it may not work tomorrow, yeah.
So right there is the.
It's like Clint Eastwood said, you gotta ask yourself, are you feeling lucky, punk?
I have a boiler in my house that, is pushing 30 years old.
Yeah.
But it's not my only source of energy, so I don't feel like I need to replace it. But if it was my only source, then I'd seriously look
That's
at it.
what's concerning me personally is that it's the only source. And
Well, I mean,
door closers, it took 6 weeks to get the roll-up door for Julie carried on for 6-8 weeks. I mean, we don't have that kind of time.
Did that ever get put in?
Yeah.
It is in now?
We don't have that kind of time with heat
Wow,
in the winter.
I would guess there's fairly good wiring in the new part, and if you had to, you could put electric heaters in. But, I mean, there's ways to keep it from freezing. I mean, cause you even have to have that kind of a backup plan for the new one. You don't know, that could go down too. But, I mean, the odds are less. that
The
it's
odds
gonna
are
go
less,
down,
and the odds to get parts availability quicker,
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But
you also don't know what the availability is for the old ones either, so
you
it's,
still have to scramble to get heat in there if you just.
Is there a maintenance plan for this that goes with it that you pay for, or that's just you? You're
It's
the
us,
maintenance
and
plan?
I've got a really good working relationship with Parsons. So, when I something down, I call them, send a text, they come.
like new construction, the newer the construction, the better you are of having, like this old part of the building, has this been rewired? Does this have like,
Parts of it have.
has this got 12 gauge or some of it got
Well,
14
and that's-
gauge?
We're paying, I mean, that's what Arvin's doing.
That's what we've been doing 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
He's updating the wiring, the boxes.
Oh,
now.
no,
It's
it's-
a good deal.
Some of my house has got plug-ins in the upstairs that they only ran 14 gauge to it. You don't dare plug in an electric heater and turn it on high, so. But, most newer stuff is,
I think we're going in the right direction with these updates.
No, yeah,
Smart direction.
that's why a lot of houses burn down, is because they overload. But,
Okay, we have possible action on it. Does anybody have any?
Well, I
Additional
felt like it was
thoughts?
inevitable when we budgeted for it that.
If the last time we talked about it was 21.
no,
I mean,
we've
we've
talked
talked-
about it since.
Budget.
I know, but the
every
last
year.
time we
Considered.
considered this, I mean, I think that you've gotten an additional 4 years right there even.
Are the two boilers similar?
Well, they're doing the same thing, but they're not necessarily similar to what you see, the physical
Okay.
appearance of them.
What's the insulation part? They insulate the actual boiler itself? The,
Those are the pipes.
oh, just all the pipes? The $1,700 insulation allowance.
Gotta have them.
They got the piping that they have to replace is in this bid also?
As I understand it, there wouldn't be that much to replace because they would put the new one in there. It's actually a smaller physical size
Yeah,
than the one that's in there. So they would have some maybe to extend out to get to it.
I thought you said earlier that they were gonna have to replace some, cause it wasn't gonna match up.
There's not enough room to go with two.
Oh, with two
For the
boilers,
redundancy, they would have to strip, they'd have to,
then
they'd have to change all the plumbing in there
Mhm.
to make it fit, to make it work.
You'd have to add a lot more controls.
Well, it's fairly local too, like you say, if you have people that can come and help you out with any issues.
He'd be
And,
here after lunch if I said, hey, do it. I'm sure there's scenarios where you might not be able to do that, but by and large, if I send him a text, he's like, no, yeah, I can do that.
I think it's inevitable, and it'll probably just get more expensive in 2 more years.
100%.
it's gotten cheaper since 21.
Yeah, well, that was because they were doing both of them on that one at the time, right?
Both boilers for this building too? I thought just one boiler
Yeah,
was,
I would have to look at that.
I thought just one boiler was about that expensive. Or was more expensive than this anyway.
No, because we talked about both boilers and we talked about,
Rooftop chiller.
yeah,
Yeah, there was other things. I'll make a motion to move forward with the replacement of the boiler for the courthouse annex.
I'll second it.
Motion by Derby, seconded by Jensvold to move forward on new boiler for the new part of the courthouse. All in favor, say aye.
Alright,
Motion passed. Well, you got your work cut out for you, Kevin.
that's all you do is make a phone call, right?
Always do that. And then, the other one?
Yeah, you can sure,
no, the generator.
right, that's what he's saying. Yep, and we'll talk about the generator that is needed for public health.
Yeah, so the public health generator was installed before I got here.
2011 is when we
Two
bought that
thousand
last one.
eleven, so, and it's undersized now to power all the rooms in there. Steve told me that the building draws 400 amps. This would be 110 amp, so it'd be an upgrade and it'd be new. He actually said, I think we should.
How many kilowatts is that gonna need?
I got a sheet here, 26, 110 amp air cooled generator to replace existing generator. And then we have to update the panel in there. And the wire that goes to it. Because we got more amperes.
What's wrong with the old generator other than the fact it's too small?
It's undersized to power all the.
We figured we had enough, just, we prioritized what it was gonna
Yeah.
back
Well,
things
and-
up.
The desire, or the thought or desire moving forward is to get every outlet in that room where the
Where the immunizations are.
immunizations are, powered up. So nobody ever makes a mistake, goes, oh, that one outlet's not on the generator.
And
We kind of found that out during Pucker Brush this year, that when the city interface went down, the generator, as I understood, ran, but the
it
interface,
didn't run the right outlet.
the interface to the power, the transfer switches were not working. Well, then our generator kicked on and it powered and it did what it's designed to do. But one of the outlets in that room wasn't on the generator.
Well, the reason I
Yeah, we had
asked,
our freezer on that had one of the immunizations in.
I mean, if the
But-
generator's too small, I understand that. It's, the reason I asked the question is there, what's the new one gonna cost and is there a trade-in value to the old one? Cause it still works.
Yes, I do have answers to those questions.
But question is, you're looking at writing grants, right?
Well, yes, and I pulled up the grants, and I did speak to a couple of my other current grants that I,
Kevin, can you just bring that up so we can look at it? It'd be better to,
yep, that I talked to a
Look
couple of
at
the
it.
grants that we have now to see if they would help, and one said no, they don't do that, and I said, okay. I understood that one. The other one said, you can try, but they're not sure. So then I looked at the other grants I was gonna apply for, and as I'm looking at it, one of the stipulations is I do need 2 bids.
Yeah, and it's always good to get 3.
The deadline for that one grant though is passed, and the next one is January 1st to February 1 that I can apply for. But I'm not guaranteed that one either. And I have to, one of the guidelines is I have to have 25% of the matching
So
fund.
you'd have to match, you'd have to,
Is there enough money in the budget to float this for now until there's a grant or?
I would have to get with Carla to know that.
so, the question has to be asked, why don't you just direct wire somehow the very necessary pieces of equipment in there that have to be on the generator?
did we get that wiring switched then after that or not?
It,
No, the generator won't support it.
I won't support that.
So these would be just outlets connected to a backup. They're functioning, they're hardwired in, they work, but when the city power goes out, the generator kicks on and only supplies to certain ones.
Right.
And then and it would be beneficial if we're coming probably to the end of that service, generator, maybe not, I don't know. But to upgrade, then we could power all the outlets in that specific room, and maybe some other things. Now,
But do we need them all to be,
There's 4 in there. I only have 2.
okay,
I need a 3rd one for sure.
okay, that's what I needed to know.
there's a need for it, so why not power them all? And if you-
Right, oh, yeah.
If you need to move things around at a certain point, you got a new piece of equipment or something, you can't put it over there because that outlet's not on the generator.
This bid includes something for the old generator?
I asked him that. And the answer was, in the past, with situations such as these, I will offer $500 for a trade, and I'll keep the unit for parts. So it's due to lack of warranty on the used unit, they have trouble reselling them. Cause whoever's willing has to take a chance that's gonna keep working, if the control.
I mean, it's got some age, but hours wise of operation, it can't have many.
Do we have a place for something like that, like at a new shop or something? So you can get your-
Yeah, no,
What we're whispering about.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
how big is it? What's that, how big is it?
I think really all we need is.
Does it got a-
Just to run your lights.
Does it got an amp rating or something?
It does,
Do you remember what the kilowatts on that were?
you just need to run your doors,
Doors and
basically.
heater.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That one upgraded is 110. It's 110. That would be ideal.
but you'd probably have to pay him to come in and wire it
We
that way.
talked about it a lot already.
Yeah.
that would pull the trigger.
But if it's small enough, you're gonna have to prioritize certain things in the shop.
Right, I mean, like, all we need is, if we could run one of those recovery heaters and the garage doors.
I would think it'd be enough to run that.
Mhm.
I mean,
Recovery heaters, is that the ones in the ceiling?
Just the resonator heaters
Yeah.
instead of the tube heaters. Just for,
they're,
They draw the least amperage then?
I'm not sure.
yeah, 'cause they're, is it all electric heat out there, or is there,
No,
it's gas, isn't it? Yeah,
infrareds are gas.
yeah.
That would be your best option for, I think they'd take less electricity than a resonator.
They just
Yeah.
have those big igniters in the blowers, whatever the.
Yeah, but that's minimal juice.
You just, I don't know, can you separate those where just one of them runs?
Yeah, they're all on three different
Oh.
So if you
There
did
you go.
one of those and the office heat and your garage doors,
Should be
or at
enough to
least
keep.
one garage, I don't know.
See, there you go, Julie, you're writing grants for secondary roads.
He said he'd give you $500 for it, so I think we're in for 500.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
it's, for $500, I'll buy it, yeah. Yeah, because they can't have, what,
I can look. there's-
40, 50 hours worth of operating time over the years? It's not that often the power goes off.
I'm just trying to remember, how physically, how big was that? Was it just,
Right outside my old office
bigger than
door.
that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's at least 18,000,
So
if not 20 or 22. And this is only 26. So the new one would not power the whole building then?
Well, you'd need a huge generator, 400 amps.
No, it would, like
He
the,
told me the building's 400 amps. right
Yeah,
now.
and I think
So we can't power the whole building with the,
you could probably power 200 amps with this one that he priced.
so what our current generator does, it runs the old treatment room, fridge lights, or outlets, and my old office, that's it. Well, and the fire lights when they come on in the building, that's all that does. And now the two outlets in the new treatment room.
And that's to keep refrigerated units
Yep, our
going?
Our immunizations, yes, yep. Because they have to stay at a consistent temp all time.
it does have a run type schedule.
Yep, it does kick on, isn't it, like every
Yeah,
Friday or something, or,
runs a half an hour there.
Yep.
And then it's run. I mean, it works. It does, I mean, it operates as designed. Because every time that I can recall with power, where I thought the power would be out, I ran down there and it was running.
mm,
Like even for Pucker Brush, I was just up here, just whatever, either Brad or whatever. I went down there and it was running that whole time that city power went on, so. It does a fantastic job, it's just, again, you're getting to the end of you got 15 years on it.
I do
And
recall
it's-
during one of the,
And you're
During-
hoping for more power, so.
we did have one repair on it, and I don't remember when that was, but, I think it was during the warranty part. And,
That's before-
I believe, yeah, I think, Arvin Stacker came down and got it going, and we haven't had any
And
problems.
we've done all the service updates on, change all our own, put the batteries in it.
Well, it sounds like maybe there'd be some opportunities.
I think we
Sure.
should table this, get more information on what size we have now, and
Power.
if it would work for what you guys.
And
I think you could still get another bid or two.
yeah, go ahead
in
and get
the
the bid.
meantime.
But I think
and
we
then
need to
also-
figure
Well,
out
whether it's in
what
the
our,
budget or
if
not.
we're gonna bid it, we have to spec it.
Right, yeah, it has to
certain
be,
information.
like you said, apples to apples, it has to be,
And we gotta make sure you got enough money in the budget for it too, so.
well, if she writes, what'd you say, January, February is the next
Mhm,
time?
yep. And I don't think I know until April if you get it,
Right.
Okay, well,
so I don't know if it would be like a wash, because you may not get it, I mean, you don't.
Well, I mean, it's not something that the building is all, increased in size, so therefore the generator needs to increase in size. I'm not against it, it's just that, for one thing, I wanna make sure the current generator for $500, you know, could probably serve someone fairly well, and,
He'd probably be willing to, I'll
and,
install it, hook it up, and blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
They'll
and,
sell it back to us.
and then just make sure we got enough money in the budget to do it. I mean, we gotta check that out too, so.
Or just line him up to install it, reject his $500, and we just keep it, we retain it.
Mhm.
Well, we'll see who gets the bid.
I'm
I'll
guessing,
talk to Steve and see if
let me see that.
they're gonna have to run their stuff.
Mhm.
See what's about it.
Yeah.
Transfer switch. So it's only 100 amps it's powering. And you're running a freezer and
We're
some
running-
fridges.
2 freezers in the new treatment room. So 2 outlets there. 2 outlets in the old treatment room, so that's 4. And then 1 outlet in my office, or my old office for like our computers and stuff, for 1 computer.
And I mean, you know, if you wanted a bigger generator, you could certainly get one, but it'd just be more expensive. He's just suggesting that it's gonna do what he needs to do. It'll power that road, probably a couple more things.
Well, that's the main thing. I mean, in a power outage, you just wanna be able to cover your
Yeah,
bases,
I would
not
just
necessarily
like
have all the
that,
luxuries.
Right.
You turn the air conditioner off, you
Yeah,
know,
like you
yeah.
said, the building's expanded, so
Mhm.
it makes sense completely.
Okay, well, let's table this and get a little bit more information, right?
Yeah, you guys can look at the one down there and see. Just, I would think the transfer switch would go with it, because he's putting in a new one up for down here.
And if you talk to him and you wanna ask him that about that transfer switch, like, because he's spec'd out on that sheet there, what needs to be down here,
The transfer switch will be bigger for the new one, so it should go out there.
Mhm.
So maybe that could go with it.
I would assume so.
And then you could ask him what that generator could power down there for you guys with that.
Yeah, my only question is, if it's 3-phase or not, and what that means. We're all 3-phase out of the new shop.
Mm.
Yeah, but you can still only use single off. You don't have to be everything 3-phase, I mean, it's just.
You won't be running your compressor,
No,
so,
I'm not an electrician, so.
yeah, I don't know how that all.
Our whole school is 3-phase, but we aren't even using any of the 3-phase right now.
And Steve would know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Would.
Mhm.
right, I'll talk to him
it's just where you need it is where you can use it.
and, doors and some heaters. Couple light bulbs, maybe.
I think that one down there is 80. You mentioned that. I'll get that.
1,000 kilowatt?
I'll get those. I'll get that done 100%. I'll get the hours that are on it. It's been down there for 15 years.
Mhm.
Right, every half hour, every Saturday.
Okay.
So
Well,
you
you
have to
guys get
figure
the
out how
info.
many amps you're gonna draw.
Yeah, and Steve should know, I mean, he wired the whole shop.
Yeah, you just put it
You know how
in,
big-
so,
You know how big your mini split is?
3-ton, what does that mean?
Oh, that's a pretty good size then. It's gotta be about 36,000 BTU.
But
Good call.
if you lose, you can just open that door to the office for heat to get in there for the short time being.
If you're there.
If anybody could get there, they should be able to get there.
Yeah, there's cold heaters in the bathroom and stuff.
Oh, that would probably kind of keep everything warm.
Piping.
All right, well, let's do a little bit more discussion there and we'll see what we can make work. Anything else, Julie?
Just open one here.
Okay,
we already did open forum, you're too late.
so we have some more stuff right there. All right, so we're tabling some of that. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Just for
Do you want this back, Kevin, or do you want this, Carla?
I have it.
Okay, give it back to Kevin.
There's just one of them that goes back. Well, yeah,
No,
I
they
guess.
both do.
Did
Yeah, they were
we have to
both.
stamp the one though?
If we
You need it
approved,
approved on the boiler?
that was an authority.
Warming up.
Kevin, do you want these?
yes, I do, thank you.
So,
This one has to go to Carla, the one that's stamped, and then
Okay.
I got it.
I can switch it right now.
switch them. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're moving on to open forum.
Perfect, thank you. I just wanted to update you on, first step in the home visitation program. We did not get credentialing, and so this last month, I have been speaking with my ECI board, which Susan is on, and we found a, solution to it. And starting 10/1, we will be subcontracting under Upper Des Moines Opportunity, out of Granger, and Jesse Hansen is the director of that, or the program manager of that. And, we have Board of Health meeting on Friday, and, it's a go. So our transition, we're working on the transition right now, and, it still will be the same amount allotted to us this year, but it'll just be how, we go about billing.
What's the program called again, Julie?
It will be First Steps Winnebago County UDMO. Will be the new name. And all we have to do is slap their logo onto our, current paperwork.
I'm gonna say Julie did a lot of work on this, and she did really good work, and really is gonna keep those services in our county by making this collaboration with,
Well, we couldn't do this because someone was having trouble.
we just
Yeah,
didn't
all
get the
We didn't
credentialing.
get the credentialing from these.
So good
So-
job, Julie.
What will change fiscally or?
Nothing at this moment.
Okay.
And then I did get a good email. Okay, so with everything that's going on with the merging in the districts and all that stuff with behavioral health, and then each entity was going to follow along with that. Early childhood was going to be part of that too. They were going to do it with public health when we did ours. Well, they jumped the gun and we're gonna start it this fiscal year. Well, then they changed their mind at the last minute again. And so we went back to how we do it.
So it's like, how do you budget for
Right.
this?
So we did not find out until the middle of July, after I had to submit my first invoice to ECI, that they were going not by visits, but by hours. So I just had to submit my invoice, and so instead of going out to someone's house, and it's $200 a visit, they're paying for the time that the girls are getting it for a visit. And the state ECI board says it costs $5,000 to go out and take care of her family, which they're not considering the administration fee. So we're kind of in the pilot program this year. And so in our new EMR system that I have the girls split out their time so that I have tracking that the state can see that, yes, you have mileage, you have travel time, you have getting ready for the visit, you have the actual visit, you have the charting after the visit. So all of that has to go into the cost of what it is, and it is beyond the 5,000 that the state says it costs to go out and do them. So,
Why am I not shocked? Shazam! It's like,
So the new
At least there's
collaboration.
continuity down at HHS.
yeah, no, yeah. It's not like they're having any issues or anything, replacing directors or, you
yeah,
know.
and that was my next thing I was going to bring to you. I didn't know if you all saw that, the governor's press release that
Somebody saw
she
it.
has stepped down.
Was it you that saw it? Yeah.
We were sending it around.
Us Iowans are too stupid to do this stuff ourselves. We gotta get people from other states to handle it.
So,
So that we'll still have the same services,
Yep,
we'll
we still
still
have
have
the
the
same
same dollar amount coming in to use for those services. It will just be billed in a little different way or administrated. But I think it was a good move, so good job.
and then with that being said, so Upper Des Moines, so Jesse, applied for a grant to be, so ECI wants to either make us to be federally funded with, Healthy Families of America, our parents as teachers. And parents of teachers is the way that most of the counties and the people with ECI want to go. So she got word yesterday that she was accepted to start that, and she asked the visitation programs that are in my group over there that we're part of, that we wanted to have her proceed with getting credentialed as a PTA affiliate, and I said yes.
Okay,
Sounds good.
thanks for filling us in. Anything else for open forum? All right. Thanks, Julie.
You bet.
What
You
numbers?
know, I heard Director Garcia speak once and I was not impressed. But is there anybody that can manage the mess that they've created and try to do it too fast and the whole thing?
We're
you know.
hoping it's Larry Johnson.
Okay,
Does anybody know anything about him, where he's coming from or anything?
Well, I think
I think I read-
he's from the Department of Inspection and Appeals, which, that is where our surveyors come out of for our Medicare and Medicaid. So you got that. I don't.
It's not coming out of totally left field, huh?
Right, I don't know, so,
well, it just seemed like it was a lot less complicated when we had county homes. And people that have been in the mental health industry since we had county homes think that it's gone the wrong direction.
Okay. Thank you.
you bet.
Number 7, consider for approval county claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the county claims.
I'll second it.
Motion by Derby and seconded by Jensvold to approve the county claims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Consider for approval payroll.
I'll make a motion to approve payroll claims.
I'll second it.
Motion by Jensvold, seconded by Derby to approve the payroll claims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
You're all right this time.
All right.